Hey, good morning, nation. Yeah, there's that friendly voice getting your ass to bed this morning. 8 o'clock Eastern time. Good morning. Morning's in the lab. You got the old red face. Kicked off the old 25 kilometers on the bike this morning before I sat down in this chair. Before I go for International Bench Press Day, as John Anderson likes to put it.
What I'm a fan of is finding the angles on the body that are a little stiff and leaning into those. You can give it all the names you want. It's like you go off feel. We call it child's pose, call it thread the needle. Did you find the shit that needs to be stretched? That's the question.
I love it, man. I love it. I also going to encourage you guys to think about the old hamstring stretch. Get those hammies stretching. Get the day started. Get those hips.
You got to have some sort of a good name for that one. You just came up with child's pose and thread. What are you going to call this one?
This one's the floor hamstring stretch.
That's a bad name. You can better.
You're getting shit to go out and party. You're getting ways to take care of your children.
I'm sitting here thinking Christina had a whole...
Let's get all this shit to help take care of the kids, but I'm really not too excited about this.
The event I could do without.
And I think you nailed it there. We tend to grab a hold of something and then just run with it. And this idea of orthorexia is this newest topic that people are jumping on, which
is complete garbage. But you don't see processed foods anywhere on that damn pyramid. So even if you followed the pyramid, which is not correct, and you kept all this processed shit out of your life, you would be in a whole different space. Now, I got to say one thing. I love to simplify stuff. That's just the way that I do it. And I promise all of you guys that are listening, if you stop focusing on all these crazy details, just keep it really simple. The diet part of this equation is not as difficult as you think.
The food pyramid, a day to realign with long-term goals. What are some of the psychological benefits of leaning into Mondays?
I think it really depends on what you do, like for a living. If Monday is a thing in your job and that's how you look at it or how you structure the beginning of your week, then yeah, there's benefits to sitting down and instead of just like getting into the work, actually taking a look at what's ahead, saying, what do we got going on? What's the plan that needs to be done? How do I get from point Z, which I'm planning on getting to, from point A? What are the steps I need to really reverse engineer backward? So that's a big benefit on my end.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And that's one thing that I continue this morning.
I love this whole thing that Arnold's talking about. He's really just talking about creating habits of showing. Once you have the habit of showing up, it's very easy to make it bigger.
The last couple guys before we wrap the show up, he says, I need to mention finding a vision one more time because it is that important. It is the real secret to a life of joy. We talk about all the time, Marty, why. You need your why. You need a purpose. You need a reason to live. Take the time to find it, pursue it, run after it, wrap your arms around it, and own it. Find your vision because it actually is that important, or you're more than likely going to live a life of hating Mondays, racing through the week to weekends, rush, repeat,